up? I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you could get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today, we are, of course, going to be doing a get ready with me. So while I'm doing my makeup, I am going to be talking about pick-me's and how pick-me's never really get chose. And we're going to talk a little bit about Cam Newton and the recent interview that has been going viral with Dr. Bryant. And we're just going to get into pick-me's. What is a pick-me? What does it mean to be a pick-me? How does a pick-me operate? How not to be a pick-me? Are you a pick-me? Am I a pick-me? Have I been a pick-me? We about to get into it. In the meantime, where are you all? Waiting for a few of y'all to join me. We got to get the algorithm shaking again. It's been a while since I've been here, but I'm back with a jump off. And yeah, I'm excited to be back. I miss my crew. I miss my love bugs. Hi, Kathleen. Make sure if you are catching this on the replay, let me know what you think about pick-me's. Do you think that pick-me's are out here winning? Let me know what you think about Cam Newton. Drop me a pink heart. Give me a shout out. Hey, Michelle. Yes, I'm okay, babe. I am okay. I'm alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Hey, Cinquavio. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Yes, it's about to be Labor Day weekend, so it's gonna be a lot of juking on a parkway. It's gonna be a lot of Caribbean festivities going on this weekend, and also my birthday is tomorrow, which I am excited about. Hey, Kaylin, waiting for a few more of you all to get up in here. Make sure y'all like the video. Double tap the screen. There's three dots at the top of the screen. Press it, and I'm gonna need y'all to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you all are double tapping the screen because we need to get this algorithm popping. Okay, I think I'm gonna put on a little bit more. Child, I thought Wiley got you before I found out. Y'all both went silent. No, I mean, I did have troll farms attacking me. We'll talk about that in another video, but not right now. I'm just happy to be back here with you all. I love y'all. I miss y'all. And we back in the building. Everybody up in here. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, it's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So, what is a pick me? A pick me is pretty much a woman that will do anything for the acceptance of a man. A woman that is very male centered, a woman that is doing any and everything for the male gaze, a woman that centers men, a woman that wants a man, more than she wants anything else. Thank you guys. Happy birthday. My daughter Shadi's birthday is tomorrow too. Yes, well, happy birthday to her. Hey, AD. Yes, make sure you all hit the like button. Can one of my love bugs do me a favor? Hey, son. Can you all, one of you all, put my Cash App is $Love Jones TV so that I could pin it? Thank you so much. Yeah, so pick me's are women who have no standards, they have no boundaries when it comes to men. They will do any and everything for the male gaze. They are heavily male centered. They often will stab their friends in the back for a man. They'll thank you, PJ. What's up? Hey, Kelvin. They'll stab their friends in the back for a man. They'll talk crazy to their family for a man. They'll, go against the world for a man, especially other women. They go up against other women really hard. Hey, Empress. And the crazy thing is, pick-me's don't ever get picked. One of the most notorious pick-me's that's out here, right, is Pasty Pearl, child. Okay, so we done all heard of Pasty Pearl. She's the real Pasty Clear girl. She looks, I don't even know how to explain what she looks like, but she's been on a roll for years now, talking about how women, are not the prize, how women aren't intuitive, how men are the prize, and why would a woman, why would a man settle for a woman, and a woman should basically do anything she can to get a man, and, very, very male centered, yet she's very, very single. She's very, very single, not a man in sight. She was at one point dating this other guy, a big burly, black guy that's a content creator. And it turns out he was abusive to his other girlfriend. Hey, Cynthia, that actually came out and, and had made these allegations against him. And he was like a really big content creator on TikTok. He, broke up with her, but he said she did everything right. She was everything. So why did he break up with her? Thank you, Enlightening. This is actually addressed. Why did he break up with her? Thank you, TT. You see, all of the pick me's, they're usually not a guy's first choice. A lot of them aesthetically don't look like what these guys would choose. They go to bat, they stand on the front lines for men that would not even take a bzzz on them if they were on fire, okay? But Pearl goes against women at every turn. She's often spoke about women not being virginal and why should a man, not choose a woman that's a virgin. And she is not a virgin. It's like, girl, your cherry done been popped. So what are we really saying here? It's just crazy. Bree, what's up, boo? Hey, Nicole, I could. That's funny. Yeah, they definitely did say we was in a CULT, but at the end of the day, oh yes, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish. We in a building. So, like I was saying, why isn't Pearl married? Why doesn't she have a man? Why doesn't she have a family? And at this point, Pearl is over the age of 25. She also says, like, why should a man want a woman over the age of 25? Women decline, women start to lose their value after 25. She says all of these things, all of the things that the red pillars want to hear, all of the things that the men in the manosphere just love. She uses their talking points and she drills it in a hole, okay? Yet she's single, single as a dollar bill. Like, somebody make it make sense. Why is Pearl single? It's because men don't really like that. Men don't want a woman that's just going to lay down and take it and be docile and allow him to do any and everything. Or they want that, however, they don't respect it and they're still going to go out and cheat. As much as men be out here saying, oh, they want a woman that's demure, very cutesy. They also want a woman that's hot. So if you notice who their mistresses be, it be hot girls. It don't be women that's very demure and very cutesy and very modest like. No, that's who they choose to make a wife because that's who they're gonna stick up in the house with the children because a lot of these men, oh wait, they like to, they can dodge around town. Hey Leonard. And they want to do what they want to do and they want to have their cake and eat it too. So this is why they will in some instances choose a woman that's convenient and that is a pick me and that's just going that but that's just for manipulative purposes and so that they could do whatever they want without anybody questioning them or trying to tell them what to do or how to move. They want to be able to mold you. They want to be able to have your complete servitude. They want you to be like, on some indentured servant slavery, like super submissive, shut up, do what I tell you to do, don't question me, I come and go as I please, you need to be honored by the fact that I'm even here. Like it gives Kanye West God complex with a lot of these men. So, but for the most part, a lot of pick-me's are single. The ones that be in the comment sections are windmilling. And we always say, right, you're single until you're married. So even if you have a man, you're still technically legally single. Even if you got a man to live with you, even if you got a man to shoot your club up and y'all playing house together, if that's not your husband, you're still legally single. That's a whole lot for one string. Don't start. Hey Vivian, where have you been? I've been here. I've been here. Hey Quaisha, what's up, boo? Where have you been? All my life, all my life. Where have you been all my life? But like I said, the pick-me's are all single, you guys. Like, what is that about? Hey, Hera. Oh, and I got your donation, boo. And I hope you're feeling better, Hera. I hope everything is all good with your health, baby. Sending love and healing energy to you. Where what am I saying? I'm still about to. Ooh. Why are all of the pick me single? Why are all of the pick me single? Why are all the pick me's playing house but they don't have a ring? What is that about? Why did Sherry R. Grove make the book? It was a successful number one seller. called Men Marry Bitches. And we did a whole, like, I read you all some quotes from the book. Why was that such a successful book? Why have so many women come out and said that going by those principles, doing the golden retriever, black cat, type of vibe, why does that work if men want a pick me? Why does it work to have a man chase you? Why does it work to not give all of your goodies up easily and freely? Why does it work to not let a man have easy and free access to you? Why does that work if men claim they want to pick me? They want a woman to be super submissive. They want a woman that's so agreeable. They want a woman that's not going to talk back. They want a woman that's just going to be barefoot pregnant in a house, in the kitchen with the kids, out the way, letting them go out and dig and dodge in peace and and just do whatever it is that they want to do. Why are those women more prone to being miserable, more prone to having, the autoimmune situations, diseases, why? Why is that the case? Why don't pick me's win? Honestly, this is something that we really need to dissect. And I had to come up here and talk about Cam Newton. You loving what you see? Send a donation, and it's my birthday too. It's my birthday weekend, so y'all sending them donations, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the like button, because I see more of y'all up in here than I see likes. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. There's three dots at the top of the screen. Press it and give me a thumbs up. We need to get back popping in this algorithm. Thank you, Sharita. Yes, it's a dress, boo. Rihanna gotta give me a dance. I miss Rihanna out here. Wait, what is the limit? So why even live with a man or be with a person constantly every day or every other day or sometimes throughout the days and years if you're not together and you're not together? Well, I mean, technically you're together, but legally you're not. Legally, you're not married unless you go to the courthouse and get married. Why do people do it? Because a lot of women, we drink the Kool-Aid that it doesn't matter, that being a wife doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. And it's not even drinking the Kool-Aid, because at the end of the day, just because you're married doesn't mean, hey, righteous daughter, it doesn't mean that your husband is like, you got some magical cloak and dagger that's going to protect you from your husband dicking and dodging and cheating on you and making you look crazy like a fool in the streets and dog walking you and having you at the ghetto toxic circus and having you a single married mother. It does not mean that you are exempt from any of those things because you are married. However, having some type of legal status and some legal standing when it comes to your partner does help in a lot of different situations. Like if things don't work out, if he was, the primary caregiver of you and your family, then you could get you some spousal support. You get, a little bit more provisions. You get tax breaks and tax write-offs being married. If something happens to him medically, then you will be legally recognized and honored as his next of kin. If he passes away, all of these things come into play when it comes to the legality side of things, not the emotional, the stability and all of that. It doesn't have as much bearing as it does in a legal sense when it comes to being married, from what I see. I have not been married, not yet. I will at some point. I will. Y'all could all pipe down. I'm gonna I'm gonna walk the tightrope, I'm gonna walk the plank, and I'm gonna take the plunge at some point. I've already decided. I will, and I will tell you all about it. Y'all will know. However, Cam Newton, and I did not watch the whole interview, right? Because I was just so disgusted and so over it, like just seeing the clips. I felt like it was super disrespectful that he wasn't even referring to her as doctor. He kept calling her by her first name, which it's like, it's not even at the top of my head right now. Um, Florida or Miami tomorrow. So I'm going to do a birthday trip at the end of September because I've just had so much going on. Y'all wouldn't even know what happened. I'm not about to get up here and tell y'all. Maybe at some point I will, but I don't want to talk about a whole lot of things right now. But you know, um, wait, hold up. Where is? So he was not calling her doctor. He didn't respect the fact. It's like he just did not respect her authority. So Cam Newton, he was a footballer, a football player, footballer, and he is 35 or 36. I think he's 35. He's mid 30s. He has 8 kids with 3 baby mothers. His third baby mother is a content creator. Her name is Jazzy. I believe Jazzy is like in her early mid 30s too. Still youngish people. They not like old. And she willingly and knowingly decided to become his third baby mother, right? And the thing is, and why she gets so much like vitriol and why she gets so much heat is because she had a character that was like a gold digging character, you know, because her claim to fame pretty much was her being like doing skits and stuff like that. She's gorgeous. She's successful in her own right. You know, she has her businesses, she has a brand. She's like a comedian. She does stand-up comedy. And so she would always be like, rent is due, like, you know, like basically like, where the money at? Like, I'm not being with no man, like you ain't got no money, you broke, where's the money? That was one of her characters. But people do be playing a lot of characters online, you know. And this is why I get up here. Y'all need to hit the like button, because come on, we need to get up in this, we need to get back up in this system. All right, everybody up in here, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Okay. So dang, I feel like I got something in my eye. So pretty much, ooh, what is in my eye? Jazzy from Miami. Okay, hey Kayla. Hey Tony. I'm doing good. It's my birthday weekend. We in a building. I feel like I got something in my eye, which is really aggravating me right now. Hey God's anointed, how are you? I'm good, boo. Everything is good. I'm alive. We in a building. You know, sometimes you gotta unplug for a little bit. Sometimes you're forced to unplug for a little bit, but it's okay because we here. So she also had a video that resurfaced of her sitting in her car. I don't know where she was driving to, but she was like, oh, you know, being a pick me doesn't work. Like, a man still ain't gonna choose you. Nobody cares. Like, and she was basically talking about how, like, a man, you know, he got to pay bills. He got to come with a bag, so on and so forth. Whoop de whoop. Then fast forward a year or so later, she's with Cam Newton. She's so smitten with him. She does this other podcast, and she's sitting there saying, I know how this man breathes. I know how his heart palpitates. I rub this man to sleep. I cook for this man every day. I am so submissive to this man. I do everything for this man. I do everything this man needs. Everything this man needs. Like, what in the what? Why are you doing all of that? And she wants to be a wife. And this is what I have to say this before I even go on. First of all, we got to be that's my disclaimer, because y'all men love to come up here and be like, yo, not all men. It's like that. Not all men. Not all. Okay. Clearly, not all of any one group is going to be exactly alike. So get the with that. Okay. If you desire to be married, right? If you know that's your bottom line, if you know that is what you want, if you know that is what you require, say no to anything that does not look like it. We have to stop settling as women just to say that we got a man just because he got some good penis. We have to stop settling. Thank you, Tony. It's officially tomorrow, but this is my birthday weekend. We have to stop settling. Okay? We got to stop doing that. I've done it. I've done it because it was convenient. It was easy. I didn't really like commitment like that. It wasn't necessarily anybody I wanted to be with, but I like to sleep with him. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The sex was amazing. Oh, let me not. The intimacy was really good. Okay, but it was not something that I really saw for my future. It wasn't something that I really knew that I should be doing. You know, he wasn't a bum, like, because I just, that's not my style. So if you don't have something going on, I'm just not going to entertain you. Period. However, compatibility as far as the real world, I'm a Virgo, baby. Like, it takes a lot for me to claim you publicly and for me to allow you to really be in my real life. Like, I've known people for years. They've never met my mother. They ain't never seen nobody I know in real life. Like, they know me in a whole separate life. Okay, so you guys to be really, really special for me to come out here, cut all of my options off, and really claim you in real life. Okay, now I be living multiple lives, so let me let's just put that out. I live in multiple worlds. Okay, like, we just got to be honest. I live in multiple worlds. For you to be able to come into each and every one of those worlds, you have to be spectacular. Like, you got to be, baby, you got to be spectacular. Like, it's, and I know it's unrealistic to think that anybody's gonna be perfect. I don't need you to be perfect, but you gotta be you gotta be close enough. You got to be close enough, okay, baby? You got to be close enough, all right? Because these men will embarrass you. They will dog walk you. They will humiliate you. And they will have you looking crazy out here in these streets. And ain't nobody got time for that. I'd rather give me a little whoop-de-whoop on the side at night. Don't nobody even got to know that you was here. You know, I might go out with you somewhere where ain't nobody going to know us. Cash me out. You know, we have us a good time. Keep it indoors. And I always tell y'all to keep it indoors. You don't need to go outside and be playing house in real life. No, we got to keep certain men where they need to be. Okay, baby? You do not go outside and try to make all everybody your man and your husband and your baby daddy. And no, some men is just for a good time, baby girl. Don't try to give that man, don't try to task that man with anything else other than what he's actually meant for. Some men is just to break your back, to crack that, to make you mop. That's it. And then you keep it moving. All right? You don't stay there. You don't get no eggs cracked. You don't live there. You barely let him bring a spend a night bag. You don't go over there and I'm telling you. And if you need to, you do you a spiritual bath. You get you some black walnuts, and you do that cord cutting. Okay? Don't get your eggs cracked. These men that you know ain't no damn good. All right? Because that's where we go wrong. We be, oh my God, I love him. I'm in love because it's so good, girl. It's just good. That's it. That's it. But that ain't meant for real life. And that's okay. And that's okay. And sometimes we got to learn. We got to learn. Take a black walnut bath, babe. Take a black walnut bath. Also, you could take a bath with soursop leaves. Also, Storm put me onto this one. You could take a bath with milk and honey. And those are spiritual cleansing baths. But before you take your spiritual cleansing bath, we could do a whole live about this. Maybe we'll do a whole live about this, but I'll tell you. Before you do your spiritual cleansing bath, you have to already bathe yourself. And what you want to do with your herbs that you're going to use, like if you're using cinnamon, soursop leaves, St. John's wort, you want to boil them first. You know, like boil them, like brew them as if like you're making a tea or like a tincture, and then you pour that into your bath. And you could also add a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of like coarse sea salt to your bath. You know, and you got to set your intentions. Yeah, I see somebody say set your intentions exactly. Get you a nice little, you know, I bring a 7-day candy with me into the bathroom, and you just say your prayers, you know, and you visualize legit cutting yourself off from that person, and you visualize legit like just anybody that's trying to send you any negative energy, you sending it back. You sending it back. You sending it back. You sending it back. So that's how you know, you could do that. And this is kombucha. Kavita. This one is really good. It's mango. It's mango lemon. It's lemonade, but it's like mango. This is really, really good. Calling your energy back to yourself. Exactly, Erica. So with Jazzy, she wants to be married. She always talked about being a wife and not selling herself short and not selling out. So to see her out here with this man being the biggest pick me, talking about listening to his heartbeat and cooking for him and doing what and everything is mind boggling. And now you can't help who you love, right? So I'm not one to sit up here and say don't fall in love. You know, I think love is beautiful. And I know people think that I just can't stand men. Everybody up in here hit the like button so we can get popping up in this algorithm. I know people think that I can't stand men. That is the furthest from the truth. I absolutely love men. I think men are amazing. I do. I love men. However, I don't think that women should love a man more than she loves herself. I just don't. I don't think that that's smart. I don't think that that's wise. I don't think that that's helpful. I don't think that that's productive. It's not conducive to growing. It's not going to help you in any type of way to love a man more than you love yourself. And it seems like Jasmine loves Cam Newton more than she loves herself. Like, given by the things that she says, like her saying that she knows his heartbeat, and her doing videos saying that she loves cooking for his 7 kids and now 8 because she has a little bosom baby now. And it's like, do you really like that? Like, she came out and recently did a video after his interview with Dr. Bryant. And you know what's so disrespectful? They cut up the video. Y'all know how they like do clips of the videos or whatever. He did a video and said, 41-year-old psychologist, unmarried with kids, blah, 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 like trying to shade her. But it's like being a 41-year-old without kids and unmarried is way better than being a 35-year-old with 8 kids. You created 3 broken homes. Well, I know Jasmin is living with him now, but how long is that going to last? He basically got up there and said he didn't find his wife yet, and he fears divorce more than he desires to be married. Could you imagine a man saying that to you when you want to be his wife and you up here doing all the wife things? Women need to stop being wives to men that are not their husbands. I'm a heavy, heavy, heavy believer in that. I'm not about to give you everything I got and cook for you every single day. Like, I might make you a meal here or there if you my man, but if you're not my husband, I'm not cooking for you every single day. I'm not taking care of your 7 other kids, including mine, which makes 8. I'm not doing that. And I'm not your wife. That's absolutely, utterly ridiculous. Like, why do we as women sell ourselves so short when it comes to men? It gives desperation. And it's one thing, to be crazy for a man, to be crazy in love, and then you get it together and you snap out of it. But to stay there and to give him a baby, and then to for him to get up there and basically say he hasn't found his wife yet, and to still for him to still think he a high value man, it's that part for me. Like, these men be out here legit creating broken homes all over the place, and all they do is just blame the women. They never take account. Y'all already know, the accountability is like kryptonite for these men. They blame it, because you shouldn't open your legs and you shouldn't have did this. First of all, a man is solely in control of getting a woman pregnant. Women cannot get each other pregnant. A woman can't get another woman pregnant. A woman can't get a man pregnant. The only person that can impregnate a person, that can fertilize the egg, is a man. If a man does not shoot the club up, if a man does not bust off inside, a baby won't be made, period. No matter which way it take two. It does not take two. It don't take two. It takes a man to pow, 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 and impregnate a woman, period, point blank. I don't care what y'all say. You can try to say anything you want. It takes a man to get a woman pregnant, period. Now, it takes two to, if as long as it's consensual, to have, intercourse. But to be impregnated, it takes a man, just a man. A man, that's it. Now, they don't ever want to take accountability. They don't ever want to, it's just don't ever. She read him so eloquently. Him, not Nick, tried to understand. Oh, you mean like him, nor Nick? That part, God's anointed, didn't want to hear it at all. Because at the end of the day, they don't like to look in the mirror. They don't. And they feel like because they have money, it absolves them of being a dust. Can y'all see and hear me? Put a 1 if you can see and hear me. Give me a 1 if you can see and hear me. Give me a 1 if you can see and hear me. All right, we good. My dad called me. I'm gonna have to call him back. But at the end of the day, just because you got money doesn't mean that you're not a pookie and a ray ray. And this is why I remember I had read off the definition of what a pookie and a ray ray was, because people just think, oh, I'm not a pookie or a ray ray because I got money. That's not it. A pookie and a ray ray also is a convicted felon. A pookie and a ray ray is also a serial. Hello. Give me a 1 if y'all can see and hear me. I'm sorry. He called me back again. It must be something important, but I'm gonna have to call him back because I need to get through this show because I have not seen y'all in a while. Give me a 1 if y'all can see and hear me. Y'all can, okay, we good. Okay. So like I was saying, a Pookie and a Ray Ray is not just a man that's broke, busted, and disgusted. I think that's where everybody get it twisted. That's why they be so, y'all just choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Sir, you is a Pookie and a Ray Ray too. A Pookie and a Ray Ray is y'all. And that is what gets me. Just because you got a job, just because you went to college, does not mean that you are just not a Pookie or a Ray Ray or a dust mite, okay? Because y'all for sure be serial baby daddies. Y'all be manipulative. Y'all be narcissistic. Y'all legit just be out here dinging and dodging all over the community, cheating and emotionally abusive. Y'all be having a lot going. To be a lot to unpack with a lot of these men out here. Okay? Just because you don't check off all of those boxes does not mean that you are not a Pookie or a fucking Ray Ray, okay? Okay, I need y'all to drop me some pink hearts in the chat because these they don't get, just because you got a job does not mean that you're not a Pookie or a fucking Ray Ray. All right. Nick Cannon is giving Pookie and Ray Ray. Cam Newton is giving Pookie and Ray Ray. Period. Very much Pookie, very much Ray Ray. Because Nick Cannon got 12 kids. And notice, Nick Cannon's, oh, I don't want to be married. I don't want to be married. I don't want to be married. But when you ask about Mariah, he would love to get back with Mariah. You think Mariah Carey is going to allow him to come back without giving her a ring? It has to be, it got to be crack. It has to be the strongest crack if y'all think Mariah Carey would allow Nick Cannon to come back in her life without giving her a ring. And this is how you know men know how to do right, but they do right for women that require them to do right. Pick-me's don't require nothing but for you to show up. A pick-me wife and a pick-me woman just be so happy that you came home at night. She don't care what you was out there doing. As long as she can say, he's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. You can dry your eyes. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. As long as she can say that, she don't give a she don't care if he was out with his other family all day. She don't care if he took another woman on vacation. As long as he comes home to her, she does not care. She feels like she got one up on other women. As long as, well, I got the ring, she don't care. It makes her feel like she has one up on other women. It doesn't matter how stupid she looks publicly. It doesn't matter how humiliated. As long as she got the image of what it means to have a man, as long as she got the image of what it means to be a wife, a pick-me does not care. None of that matters. Her standards are in the shit. She does not care about her self-esteem. She does not, thank you. She does not care about putting her health at risk. She does not care about any of the things that matters when it comes to how women should revere themselves. And this is something that I've had to work through. Like, this is something that we all have to grapple with as women, especially melanin rich women, because we're constantly told that we're at the bottom of a totem pole. We shouldn't have any standards. We should just be happy that a man chose us because men out here ain't marrying women. So you need to hurry up. You need to get you. I had a man tell me because he wanted to be the one. Oh, you need to hurry up. You in your 30s now. Oh, you need to hurry up. You need to go. Oh, the time is clicking. The top of the talk is tick tock. I said, sir, what? First of all, I don't live in the real world. I'm an entertainer. Entertainers have babies whenever they feel like it. I don't do real world shenanigans. First and foremost. Okay, baby. I just don't. Second of all, a man will try to trick you and scam you and scare you. They use these scare tactics. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. Well, my birthday's tomorrow, but I'm celebrating on weekend, so thank you. They use all of these scare tactics to make you feel like you have to hurry up and choose. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. And it's like, yo, like, no. And then that's how a lot of women get tricked into just settling for men that they could do way better than. It's for the fear of being alone, the fear of being a cat lady, the fear of the eggs just completely drying up, the fear of societal standards, the fear of society's pressures, the fear of the family's pressures, the fear of people saying that you're not valid as a woman because you don't got a man, which is malarkey. So the fact that Cam Newton and his team, they did the dang on caption saying 41 and single with no kids, that's a bigger flex because she's successful, she's beautiful, and you got to be crazy if you think that she can't still go and get a man. And if she's still getting a mincy, she could have a baby. Ashanti just had a baby. How old is Ashanti? I don't have my laptop. Y'all tell me how old Ashanti is. How old is Ashanti? 42? 43? How old is Ashanti, y'all? How old is Ashanti? I don't know, but I know she's 43, 43, 42. Exactly. So you could still have a baby. And people be like, "Oh, well, you have a baby, you have a less chance of being with your kid." At the end of the day, you don't know. You could have a baby at 12 and still don't live long enough to see your kids grow up into an old age. Life is not promised. You never know. I had a cousin, her name was Bridget. Rest in peace, Bridget. She was so beautiful, right? Bridget, she was damn. Bridget was 23 years old and she had two babies by this Mexican guy that she went and married. The whole family was against it because they felt like they were, racist. His family, he was like, oh, they don't like them. They don't like black people. What are you doing? Don't do it. But she loved him. They loved each other and love prevailed. So they got married. She had two babies, two sons. She was 23. Do you know Bridget was driving home? Had become a nurse. She was driving home from work and she got hit by like a big 18-wheeler truck and lost her life. Unalived. Her babies didn't even get to really know her. They were small toddlers. They didn't even get to know her. And she had them young. She started having them at like 21. So it doesn't matter. You don't know when your time is up on this earth. The only thing we got is right now. The only thing that matters is today. So time and all of that, as long as you can still do it, as long as you still got breath, you still got strength, and babies keep you young. Why do you think grandchildren love their kids, love their grandkids? It's because they give them energy. And a lot of us, lo and behold, was raised by our grandparents. My great grandmother raised me. How about that? That was like a heavy mother figure to me because my mother had me really young. But anyways, thank you all. So I was saying that to say, people would say, like, if you have children when you're a little older, when you're in your 30s, when you maybe 40, I would like to have a baby before I'm 40. However, if life happens, hey, but we don't need to be in such a rush and on this imaginary and fictitious time clock that men have created so that we could hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. And when you feel like you're being rushed to do something, you're not thinking clearly. You're just like, what is my best option right now? What is my most viable option right now? And when you're young, when your brain ain't even fully developed, you don't even know what the hell you're looking at. You don't know who you are. You have absolutely no idea what life is really about. You don't know what you want out of a partner because you haven't experienced anything yet. But when you're more, seasoned, then you kind of understand what your non-negotiables are. You understand what your expectations are. You understand what your standards are. You understand what it is that you want out of life. And a lot of men don't like that because they're intimidated by it, and they want you to be more of a blank canvas so that they can mold you, so that they can manipulate you, so that you are more malleable. And this is why a lot of men like children. To me, an 18-year-old is a child. To me, a 19-year-old is a child. Legally, you're grown, but who created the legality of it? A man. In certain states, you can consent at 16. They were still able to have child brides in some states in the Midwest up until recently. And they still trying to fight against it. They want a 12-year-old to be able to get married. Thank you, She Baby. It's a dress. I'll once I'm done, I'll stand up and show you all. However, he was so butthurt that she politely checked him. She told him, she didn't use high value. She just said low functioning. And I was like, I love that. She said that he was low functioning and he chose low functioning women. And he could not stand it. Like, even when the conversation moved on, I saw another clip where she was talking about 50 Cent and how 50 Cent helped her with her book deal. And he was like, well, is 50 Cent a high functioning man? Or is 50 Cent a low functioning man? It's because these men feel like because they have money that they are high functioning. That is not the case. Just because you have money does not absolve you from being a pookie and a ray ray. We have to get that out there. And being a pick me does not get you picked. Yes, you can you can get a baby, but a man will stick it in anything. A man will stick it in this if he could. The men don't give it. That don't make you special because he went up in that thing without no raincoat on and he pow 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 pow. That don't mean that you special. It don't mean nothing. He might now how he treats you, what he gives you, how he provides for you, how he regards you, how he respects you, how he communicates with you. That shows you where you are in his life. But him just sticking it to you, ma'am, these men is out here doing it with the crackheads. We see videos of them doing it with the crackheads. They is out here doing it with Thank you, Mimi. Like, serious, can you take me on a date? Send some donations to support the channel. It's my birthday weekend, and then I'll consider it. But so the fact that it was really her saying, like you're very active, like you're selectively active. He didn't want to hear that. because he has money, he lives in a bubble, you know what I mean? And he's used to, when you are of a certain stature, first of all, he's tall. Tall men already feel like they're better than everybody else because they're legit looking down on everybody. You have to physically look up to a tall man. So that already gives them a God complex. I dated a really tall guy and he thought he walked in the room like seriously. So they already have a God complex because of their height and their stature. Secondly, he was a professional athlete. So everybody was always at his beck and call. Everybody always, ooh, ooh, ooh. He always got everything that he wanted handed to him. He has a staff. He's used to people being at his beck and call. That's how it is, like, so he's used to that. Everybody's going to stroke your ego, especially if you're paying them. People on your payroll, they're going to tell you anything that you want to hear. They're going to sit up here and tell you that your ish don't stink. They're going to tell you that everything is beautiful and everything is lovely and fine. Okay. It's very rare that wealthy people have people around them that aren't yes men. That's a rare occurrence, especially men. Especially men. Okay. So for her to say that, he was shell shocked. He like, oh, like he did not like that she said that he created broken homes because he figured because I have money and I'm able to pay, and I have another woman that I have to take that takes care of my kids when they come over for visitation. How that's not a broken home. Yes, it is, sir. If you cannot physically be in the house with your child every time they come home from school, or majority of the time, because sometimes people got to work, they got to take a work trip or whatever the case may be. But if you are not predominantly in the household with your child, if you are not there to see them day in and day out, then you are not a part of their everyday. That is a broken home. That is a broken home. Like, you cannot think that you having kids just because you could send money and you could send them to a private school, that means that you are giving them everything they need as a parent. No, the child that lives with you is going to benefit more, from living with you. Period. You're going to treat those children better. They're going to be closer to you. It sounds, crazy. Men don't want to hear it, but that's what it is. Trey, I don't know what's so funny. Like, you could laugh your ass up out of here. I don't know what the joke is, but I'm serious. Y'all don't be liking to take accountability for creating broken homes. And a lot of men be habitual baby daddies, and they feel like just because they're giving a little bit of cash and they see their kids once a week or once every other week, that is enough. When in reality, children are growing every single day. They face issues every day. They need love every day. And the love language of a child is time spent. It is not money. All 4 kids live in my home. Try again. Try what again? I didn't try you in the first place. You came over here laughing. So what are you laughing at? I don't know you, stranger fucking danger. Don't come in here trying to censor yourself. Don't come in here trying to censor yourself, Trey, because this ain't about it. Clearly, this ain't about you. All right, so move along. Anyways, hold on, you guys. I'm toxic. She just said that if you're not home with your kids when they get out of school, they in a broken home. You are being willfully ignorant right now. You really are. I did not say that. I said if you're not with your kid, I legit course corrected what I said, and I was like, people have things to do. People are at work. I legit said that. So don't come over here with the willful ignorance. Literally, I said if you are not a part of your child's day to day, then that's a broken home. If you don't live in a house with your child, then that is a broken home. Period. No matter which way you want to try to turn a key. They don't listen ever. Exactly. Hey, fine, you're free. And it's like they just cannot help but to censor themselves. And they always want to like be disagreeable. It's a thing. I feel like they get off on it. I really do think they get off on it. I'm gonna have to go in a couple minutes and I'll be right back and we'll finish doing my makeup because I gotta get something fixed in my apartment. And I didn't know what time they were gonna come. So um what's on your head? I don't have time for that. Like I said, if you don't live in the house with your child, if you're not an active everyday parent for your child, then that's a broken home. Period. Thank you, Hera. Yeah, trying to. But thank you for the super chat, baby. Trying to, very much trying to. And it's ridiculous. They always come over here and try to censor themselves. I mean, they're welcome because it adds, to the contents or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm mainly talking to women. Thank you, Black Sunshine. But Jasmin then comes out after all of this and says, "Oh, I love being a servant. I love serving my man." Especially after, having my baby and breastfeeding. I just love being a servant. Like, girl, you don't love that. You don't. And then when she was doing her comedy bit, she was like, "Oh, yeah, because when you got a rich nigga that's putting the pressure on you, you will fold too." Girl, that's a rich, stingy man, according to the streets and according to his other baby mother that he sued for a car that he had given her, and she got 5 of his kids, and he took the car back because they were no longer together. That's not a rich. Because you're rich and just because you're wealthy does not mean you're generous. And I would much rather a generous man that's middle class, working class, than a wealthy man that's stingy. And I will be right back. I love you all. I'll be right back. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.